Good evening, fellow Plexers. This is a follow-up video to my last one, which was for Christian over in the UK who doesn't know a lot about his Synology NAS or Plex, but his Plex music library went offline. So I made a video for Christian on things that I would need to know and to get some familiarity with what we'd be doing when we were working together, which was really overkill because when we finally hooked up on Facebook Messenger, his package install a Plex server on his Synology DS920 NAS had simply stopped running without him realizing it while he was on holiday and away from home for vacation. So we quickly got him going, but he wants to clean up some of the issues he has structurally to make for a better server going down the road, which he'll do later, and I'll help him if he needs it. But this video is really going to show him or anyone else how to get some better structure. So to start off with, this is a current map. Now in the initial video, I thought he had a shared folder named SinoNAS, or named whatever it was, but that was the name of his NAS. So then everything kind of fell into shape once I saw this screenshot. So his music is in this shared music folder. And then this Plex folder represents his initial Plex install under Synology DSM-6. And then he made a common mistake, one that I made when I first installed Plex on my DS1019 NAS running DSM-6. I created library folders in Plex's working directory, like he's also done for other, well, either their other Plex libraries or just storage that's not being used as a Plex library. So again, his concentration is on music, and this is where his music is in one shared folder. And then this represents the working application folder for Plex under DSM-7, which is where his working Plex folder resides. So that's the setup. What I'd like to do is talk about my preferred structure. So let me get into this Synology NAS. And none of my videos are scripted. I just kind of wing it. If I get stuck on something and I show how to get myself unstuck, it hopefully will give you that are watching the same confidence. So my media is here all structured in a nested way. This is public domain media for all my videos. I use that. It's safer. I use a sort folder for every library type. For a simple server, you don't have to. These could be your Plex libraries. It could just be named movie, music, other, photo, TV, and your TV series would go in this library. Or if you want to plan for the future and have multiple libraries, set these up as sort folders. Then inside the TV sort folder, you can have multiple TV show libraries. Either method is fine. So what we're going to do at this level, we're going to create a new shared folder similar to this to represent one shared folder that Christian can put all his Plex media in. At this point, I don't know if he has more than a Plex music library. But if he wants a huge TV show collection down the road, we'll use the same nested structure. And I have a working server. It's a test server. Let me find my web app. It's off screen. So normally the test server on this NAS is a Docker container of Plex. I've shut that down to open up the package container and let that run. And there's 3 libraries on this server. A movie, TV show, music, and I'm going to show how to relocate all these to new structure without losing any scan metadata. So something we'll have to do, we'll have to change something to prove that. So this is the default scan of this movie for the royal wedding. And I am, let's see, what am I going to change? I'll change it to that poster. And we'll see how it works once we relocate all the files without losing this custom edit to metadata. So I don't need to shut the server down. All I need to do is to go into DSM. So if I view by file station, I'll see my media shared folder, media PD. I'm going to create a new shared folder and just call it media, I don't know, CH for Christian, just to use it as an example of relocating Plex media into one nested folder structure. So I do not want file station, I want control panel, shared folder, create shared folder, and I'm going to go with the no cases or spaces rule, which lends itself better to a future Docker install. But if you wanted, you could use a capital M for media. I'm just not going to do it. So it's going to be on volume 1. It's the only choice. I'll enable the recycle bin and I'll restrict its access to administrators. Now at some point I'm going to have to blur the screen. I'll skip encryption. I'm not going to enable any of this. And right here I'm going to have to blur this out because it's showing my admin password. But what I want to do is I want to change to system internal users, and I want to go to Plex Media. You can't see it fully. I don't know if I can. Plex Media server, and I want to enable read-write access of that system internal user for this new share I'm creating. Okay, so now I have a media CH and a media PD. Now we could do this from within Plex, or I could do it from my own, we could do this within DSM, or I can do this within my own file manager under Linux. I'm going to hit the Control plus the R key to refresh. You'll see this new folder. And then I'm going to do this a little bit more simply. Instead of creating my full structure, let's just do movies or movie. New folder, TV. I also want to show how the structure can be named differently. And new folder, music. So let me split this into 2 tabs. And let's do the music first. Instead of using the nested structure for multiple libraries, I'm going to copy this over to more of a flat structure. Let's do a TV show or 2. We'll take all of this and copy again. Copy, not cutting. Then I'll go into the movie and then go through the nested structure to get into the regular movie library, and I'll copy all of these. Again, copy, not cut. And at this point, I'll have to pause the video. to wait for all that media to copy over to its new location. So it probably won't take half an hour, but I'll come back when it's done and I'll finish the video. Or actually, I'm going to end this video now and I can start blocking out. Oh, I don't have to end the video because I can't block it out with YouTube tools until it's posted to YouTube. So I'll handle that myself before I make the video public. So I'll be back once this is all copied. All right, I just looked up and I had 1 minute left and I thought, what am I doing now? So I had to reach down and grab onto that last memory. So our duplicated small media library is almost copied over to its new locations. And then we'll bring back the web app and we'll connect to each new library while leaving the original path intact, rescan everything, and then we can remove the original path and we will have a moved, not really a moved Plex server, but we'll have relocated the library files to somewhere else. Well, I guess a minute left wasn't really a minute left. We still have half a minute to go. But we don't have to wait for that. So that's going to complete. We don't really need DSM. What we need at this point is the Plex server. So I'm working from the settings instead of my regular view because I have multiple servers running and that'll just get kind of confusing. I have my main server, I have a test one on my second NAS, I have a test unraid server going that I ran some videos about, and this is the test package on the older NAS. So that's what we're clicked into, and we'll go here and we'll start with a movie library. Now, if we're just in the library, we can just go up here and manage and edit. If we're back on this screen, I can just highlight it and slide over to edit. We'll go to folders, and this is my original path. So we're just going to add the second path. And so we got to be on volume 1 and drop down. This is the original shared media folder, and this is the one I created and gave the Plex server permission to. So now it's a different directory structure. I just click into movie, and there's my files, and you'll see how this is the more simple structure, and this is the nested structure. Doesn't matter. We'll save changes. That library is going to rescan quickly. And now if we sort by the library tab and then sort by duplicates, every single movie is duplicated. So let's do all three. Or let's get all three set. Add folders. We'll find that new path, volume 1, the new shared folder, and now simply the library folder for TV shows, save changes, and now we'll do music. Add folders, browse for media folder, volume 1, the new shared folder, the music library folder, add, save changes. So if we go to our TV show library, and now I have to change the TV show sort to episodes. And now I can sort by duplicates. And I know there's 60 episodes in this library already, and they're all duplicated. So now if I wanted to, I can go back to my original location And I can get rid of that. So I can't do it from here. I need to be in File Station. But if I wanted to rename this to something else, Plex would lose its connection, or I could simply delete it. I'm not going to do that because that's my normal test install. We'll just assume it's deleted, and we'll go back into each library. We'll start with a movie, we'll edit that, add folders, and once everything's all scanned, you can delete the media, and you can delete the old library path, which is this one. Save the changes. Now if we go into it, our duplicates are going to disappear. Let's give it a manual scan. Well, let's go back and see what I've got. I may have some duplicates already. I forget what I have for tests. So let's see Royal Wedding. Yes, I do have duplicates in here. I actually have 3 versions of this movie. One's an edition tag, so these 2 are the official duplicates. And I have 2 versions of Pot of Gold. Lady Frankenstein and the Brain to Die. The Brain That Wouldn't Die. 2 versions. Alright, I had forgotten that I was demoing versioning on this test server. So that's why the duplicates are still there. Wherever Plex went to. I think we'll have better luck in the TV show library because there's no versioning there. So now if I sort by duplicates, well, I missed a step. Let's manage this library, edit it, and remove the original nested path, leaving the new path. Alright, so now it's scanned automatically and the duplicate episodes are gone and we can switch back to the TV show. And let's go into the music library and let's see what I have here. I guess I have to go into the album. Okay, so the album's duplicated on this level. So if we go into manage this and edit it and remove that earlier original path, save changes, now we lose the duplicated album. Then I didn't mention it, but this custom metadata survived. This poster we changed to, it survived without any problems, just like any custom collection or custom playlist for TV episodes or music would survive too. So that's basically it. Let's recap just a little bit. You create a new shared folder. You set the structure up any way you want, but I suggest this library sort way, even though I did not do it in this example. You set the new structure up under one shared media folder. You point your existing library to that additional path, rescan the library, check for duplicates, and then remove the original path. And once the original path is gone, you can actually nuke the media in its original location because you've relocated it, rescanned it, kept your metadata, you're all set. So it's really pretty much easy peasy. on any Plex system. It's only a little bit harder on the Synology NAS because you have to give the new shared folder, or you have to give Plex server permissions to the new shared folder. And now I have to end this video and go block out my admin name and get this posted so Christian can more easily work on his server. Thanks for watching and happy Plexing.